Most of the actors choose their story, but there are some actors where story chooses those actors. One such actor is Kangana Ranaut. Hello ma'am, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, so Ek Niranjan, slight gap, and then Talaivi and now Chandramukhi too. So how is it collaborating with South cinema?
It's always been very wonderful for me, but initial phase of my career has been so full of struggle, and they were the films that I did in the South also. They were not instant hits as well, so it's been a bit slow for me from the beginning as well. But later I got huge success in Hindi films, and I'm hoping for the same in South as well. And if my films work, I'll get more offers. So it's been real, let's say.
Okay, wonderful. So you did it in 2009 with Ek Niranjan, but now Bollywood is actually doing it. A lot of collaboration is happening. Like you can see Jawan, like you were very vocal about it. So what do you think about these collaborations happening right now?
This is such a wonderful time for all of us, and people who have actively made this happen, they must be acknowledged and credited for this, whatever revolution that we as an industry, a collective Indian industry that we are seeing. For example, for the longest time, Rajni sir, Kamal Hassan sir, and Nagarjun, so many of them, they have tried to build the bridges, the gap. I have been very vocal to function as one industry and to rise and emerge from the baggages of the diversity or the language or cultural gaps and all of that, and rise as one industry, because we are so much more stronger together. And today we are seeing, this huge wave of pan-India films from Triple R to Pushpa to Jawan. They've been incredible effort in that direction, and now Chandramukhi too. So this should be the absolute. This should not be just 10% of the big films, but all the films should be accessible to all of us, because we're all Indians, eventually, and we're all very proud of Rajamouli sir, M.M. Kirwani sir, A.R. Rahman sir, Atlee sir, and we all want access to their work, and their work should be available in all languages for everybody, and that's happening now, which is such a welcome change.
Wonderful. So your last horror movie was Raaz, that is old, and Chandramukhi too. I know the template is different, so how is it different working in two same horror genre but two different movies? How was the experience?
There are so many similarities to both of them. Raaz 1 was also a sequel, Raaz from Raaz. It was such a popular film of its time, and then we did the sequel, and now this. That was also a very difficult film for me to do. It's not easy to play it today. On screen, there's so much screaming, shouting, and it's a very. It takes a toll on you, I'd say. I fell ill also while performing the scenes, and even while dubbing, my vocal cords were swollen completely. There was just too much violence and going crazy, going wild. So it's been challenging, I must say.
Okay, wonderful. So in general cinema, when we look at it after pandemic, let's not put that divide, but as it exists, we are talking about it. So South movies were doing pretty good at the box office, but Bollywood was struggling a little, but now they are doing good. But the bottom point is audience are coming to cinema. So as a film lover, I feel very happy. So how do you want to, what is your reaction to this? Audience are coming back to theaters.
This has been a challenging time for the film industry overall. In COVID, all the industries were hit very badly, and like you said, the South industry recovered much sooner than Hindi film industry did. But it's for the better that there were so many things that have reworked themselves. For example, the divide between the North and South, and so everybody has come together for this revival of cinema, in the country, which has been a significant change, because in no scenario North industry and South industry has come together with this kind of an intention to revive the film for whatever it takes, you know. And this has brought us closer as people and as artists, as industries, and we should only grow from strength to strength from here. And it's been you know, like a blessing in disguise as well. So so I think it's kind of a blessing in disguise.
Okay, so Lawrence Master and Vasu sir, he is also a veteran, he has done a lot of horror movies. So one thing that take away from both of them that you have from the movie sets of Chandramukhi 2, what would you say?
See, Lawrence Master is an eternally curious person, you know. He's just so curious, and I like that about him. And if I have to take away one thing from his personality, is that he's so curious about people. So he would sit with me and he would ask me so many questions, and that helped me open up to him and talk to him and be friends with him. I would want to have that kind of personality where I am more curious about people. And about Vasu sir, Vasu sir is a completely in control director. He's in control of everything on the sets, you know, even from the smallest thing to the whatever happening, you know. I think he's really hands-on. He does everything also on his own. So as a director, it's a very good quality.
Okay, wonderful. Let's do a quick rapid fire. So first one, which director from South India or North India? हाँ ठीक है.
What is
one director that you want to work with, like looking forward, that you want to work with?
Rajamouli sir.
Okay. One actor that you want to work with?
Ramcharan sir.
Okay. One song that you're currently vibing to?
Always Lata Mangeshkar ji songs, Abhi Na Jao Chhod Ke, and of course Nikosama from my film Chandramukhi 2.
Okay. So one role that somebody else did but you wanted to do it, or like while watching it also you felt?
Chandramukhi.
Oh, and you're doing it. Oh, amazing. Great. And before ending up the interview, one high moment that you always, like, you'll have those moments to talk about, right? And one low moment that actually made you feel low, if you want to share it.
Okay. One high moment
and one low moment.
Oh, one high moment. I think the highest moment of my life was when I met my Guru, Sadhguruji. And lowest moment of my life was just before that, when I was not meeting him.
Okay. Last question. A lot of people are asking about you entering politics. But what I want to know is, what is the first thing that you want to do when you enter politics? If, in case that happens, what is that one thing?
The first thing I'll do? Honestly, I don't even know what politicians do, because I've never been one. I've never been with one. I don't know what is their day like and what they do, and on what kind of a role will I be assigned, if at all I get into it. Too many assumptions. I don't know what is expected of me.
Anything you want to be implemented that you will try for?
Well, people who are in the power, they're very much more capable and competent than me in this department. So they know what to do.
Okay, super. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So 28th September, the movie Chandramukhi 2 is releasing. Please go watch it in theatres. Trust me, it's a theatre movie and you will definitely enjoy. This is Maruthi Acharya. You're watching India Today, SoSouth.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.